we was doing different stuff, whether it was us trying different foods. We tried to do prank videos, and we did like I wanted to make a show where it was like we did skits, kind of like your Mad TV, Living Color, but more family content. So we did commercial. We did an episode based on commercials. I remade the Popeyes commercial. We remade like your Progressive, just like funny videos, and then I made the family did a cipher. So I had them doing the rap, and this was last year. So they just turned those ages this year. So it's just trying to get some good family content that's kind of like different than what you normally see. But it was once I got back involved into the music, and then things changed with my wife and her job. It made it hard to like be consistent with this. So we put a pause on that so I can focus back on the music. So hopefully when I get where I'm trying to get with the music, then I can, whether it's let me focus 6 months on the project, and then I can kind of go back to the Val Squad content.
I feel that came to the perspective, and I'm glad you got a great support system that understands that you doing this for not only yourself and them, and that you'll do the same thing for your wife and your children. If they wanted to chase their dream, even still, shit, you'll do the same thing. So, man, that's dope to fucking see, man.
Appreciate it.
Where do you want to, you said, what a career goal, what's the, not end goal, but where you see it? Like, what's your, I guess, vision of where you, because you got the, I won't say the connects, but you know the who's and you know where to go, but I guess focusing back on it, where do you want your career to go?
Man, to be honest, it's confusing. Because it's like I want this, but then I know what comes with it. So like example, like I wouldn't mind getting signed. Of course, I would have to have the right lawyers look over the paperwork, make sure paperwork right. Because I know with that machine, the right machine behind would do so much. But I wouldn't mind just hearing the different stories of staying independent. So it's like I want to say whatever it brings. I do have goals set for this year to do things that I haven't done the past year, as far as like traveling. I want to travel and do shows outside of the city. If I knew like the right spots or just features. If I can get features, I can get paid to get to performances. I have different goals set up. But I just want to make sure everyone is executed correctly and there's some kind of gain from it. If I can get at least like 5 listeners from each performance, or even I can get 2 listeners from each performance that rock with me and they like what they hear, then I'm good. At least for now. Of course, I want that to increase. Yeah, but I mean, just like right now, new project, new videos out, I'm getting to it. I want to be better than what I was last year. Now, I don't want a rapid overnight success type. I don't want that. Let me kind of work my way and then get a feel for every part of it. And then, okay, if that shit come, cool.
I feel that, man. Dogsta The Problem, man. Alumni on the back streets. I gotta ask you, this is a 2-part question to get a segue into it. What's your thoughts on just the current state of hip hop?
There's so much in the fridge. I love hip hop. It's just people. This is my thing, because I had an issue with this where I would compare it to what I was so used to growing up. But I'm at the point I had to learn. There's just so many options in the fridge when you open that door up. It's like, damn, do I want this today or do I want that? I might want a Cartier, or I might want a Damani, or I might want Tip. Or it's like, I have a larger variety to choose from now, which kind of makes it harder at times, but I'm cool with it. I mean, as long as I stay in my lane, I do what I gotta do, I'm cool with it. But at one point, it was kind of difficult just understanding it. But I think I understand it a lot more now. So I think hip hop's in a good space. Okay. I think the OGs get disrespected. But other than that,
okay, what you mean by that? Because my question was after that one was the whole Wayne and Jay-Z thing, the verses. Everybody saying, well, all you Southerners, not everybody, you Southern folks think just Wayne can spank Jay-Z in the verses, man. So, you being a hip hop head,
which one should I answer first? The first one or this one? What I meant by the OGs get disrespected?
Yeah. So that one first.
So what I mean by that is, I feel like not only radio does it, but people treat it like there's a cap. You think about people like Jay, as you mentioned, 2 Chainz. These are older people. Fat Joe, who's still able to get out here, perform their ass off, give us good music, and I'm like, when you listen to the radio, all you hear is the younger generation. I'm not knocking it, but I feel like at some point, or even let's just say the OGs in Houston, your Lil Kiki's, Big Pokey's. Big Pokey had a dope ass album dropped this year. That's what I mean by the OGs get disrespected. So at some point, it's like a cap on. Yeah, if we see you out in the club, we gonna shake y'all hand. But I don't know about playing y'all music on the regular, and we know y'all just drop something. Lil O just dropped something, but I don't know. It's just.
Is it they don't play the new stuff? Because sometimes I can tell.
But that's what I mean, like the new shit. These artists is still proving to y'all.
Right.
I'm still putting out music, good music at that.
Got a point. You right.
So that's just my only thing when I say like the OGs get disrespected. That's how I feel about hip hop. Our OGs, I still jam a lot of old school music. So just to hear some of these people that I grew up on are still making music that's still jamming, it's like, what's so hard about playing? Even if you gotta make a rap hour on 102.1, because that was our old school channel, you gotta add them to that rotation. I don't know. But to get to the Jay and Wayne thing, I think it'll be a good match. It's only hard for me to dive into that only because Jay has been doing it much longer than Wayne on the mainstream level. It'll be a hell of a show. I don't want to see a Drake versus Wayne because they had went on tour and did that already. A lot of people said Drake versus Wayne. Somebody said,
what's next, man? What we didn't cover, man, that the streets need to know?
Man, y'all be safe. I ain't got no mask on right now, but I'm vaccinated after my wife made me. But man, I just want y'all to say, I don't know if a lot of people preach it enough, and I hate to sound like a preacher, but take care of yourself. If you're not gonna get the vaccine, I don't promote it. It took me the longest to finally get it, but man, if you don't believe in it, just stay protected the best way you can. Keep Lysol in your pocket. I got Lysol. I mean, not Lysol. Shit. Hand sanitizer. Keep hand sanitizer. Keep your mask in the car. Lysol in the car. Whatever you gotta do to stay protected to protect yourself and your family, so you can return to your family and we ain't gotta worry about, damn man, we just lost this nigga behind COVID. I done lost a close uncle of mine to COVID. Man, that shit crazy.
My condolences, bro.
You know what I'm saying? It's people, a lot of people is passing. D-Band, we losing a lot of people. Man. To whatever the hell they doing to us, we ain't gonna go into that conversation.
Yeah, we can't go into that, but cause that's how I be. I get the rambling and I be like, oh shit, I can't do that on TV and shit like that, man.
So, but now it's just please stay safe, man. Let's make it to another year.
Man, for real, you just started, so yes, please, man. The project is out, man. Anybody want to send some love to last minute, shout out
to everybody that was a part of the album. Young Duck, he's on Lord. I ain't gonna go into much details, but I got a crazy video written up for that. That video was gonna be live, especially if you thought So Hard was live. Shout out to Arbin J, Cold Blooded Tyrell, KO The Conspiracy, Mr. L Burner. Shout out to my people, Lil Shike. He on there producing and rapping on the album. Everybody that produced, anybody that has something to do with the project, even my wife, you know what I'm saying, just being support. Just everybody, anybody that's tuning in to this interview that's been supporting Cole to make today happen again. You feel me? Shout out to y'all. Shout out to just anybody that showed any support. Man, that's all, thank y'all.
Man, Young Dolph, do rappers continuously create unnecessary beef that untimely get them killed, or is that just haters hating on another black man?
How do I answer that? The way I operate, and I ain't no street nigga, so it's probably hard for me to answer it and people respect the answer. But what I will say is, like I've said before, I'm built on communication. Mm-hmm. So there's people who will come into your life and y'all will fall out over some bullshit, and at the end of the day, sometimes don't even know what you fall out for. But if y'all don't take that time to communicate with each other and just see what's going on, then they have everybody lost, and it's not only you and that man that got an issue, but it's everybody around that nigga and everybody around you. And that sometimes be the bigger issue. You know how to be cordial if you in the same room with that other nigga. But it's the niggas around you that might take it, nah, fuck this nigga, it's on sight. So it's like, if you have that one conversation, sometimes that's all it takes. The conversation can lead to good, it can lead to bad, but just have that conversation and say, okay, going forward, I don't say shit about you. You don't say shit about me. We see each other in the place. We know how to go our ways. This ain't no coward punk shit. Yep. I got kids. I got a wife. I'm trying to make it back home, say that to my family.
Back streets, man. Dogsta, I appreciate that, because it's sometimes from a woman, I be like, why these niggas be tripping, and what being they ego, or is it pride, is it testosterone? I be wondering what the hell is it, because like I say, some
But you know the bad part about that? While I commend them brothers being a fan of both of them, the bad part is afterwards where people with some sense and say it's good to see them two brothers put that on their big platform to show that they good, they can get money together. Niggas is on tour together. Mm-hmm. But then you have those people that's like, man, this nigga had your partner killed and you doing this, nigga, fuck you. We ain't fucking with you no more. And you gotta deal with that shit. You trying to be a grown man. You trying to be a grown man and focus. You got a wife now. Then you got a little baby on the way. But you gotta hear this type of shit.
From us. It ain't nobody else. It's your partner down the street. It's the nigga up there in Third Ward. Man, nigga, that nigga killed Tutu. Come on, bro.
Why you're not lying, you're telling the truth. But
come on, bro. At the end of the day, the streets gonna always be the streets, man. Dogsta The Problem, man. Make sure y'all go tap in. Go get the project, man. YouTube, IG, what's the... I don't play this shit one more time.
IG is Dogsta _the _problem. That's DOGSTA_ you should not have spelled the _ you should not have spelled problem. I probably wrote my letters backwards. That's spirit of education, but you know what it is, man. And from there, you can go to the website, www.dtpvisions.com, and you can see everything I got going on. Performances, music videos, the links to the different streaming platforms.